Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my first update in my project pan. So I'm pretty happy with the way the last month went as far as panning goes. I used up some products, I'm going to be decluttering some products, and I'm going to be swapping some things in. So let's get right on into it with the products that I was able to use up. First up, this is my Bare Minerals Blemish Rescue Skin Clearing Spot Concealer. I could probably like dig into this, but I really don't want to. It was getting really dry toward the end and I was noticing it was like sticking to any kind of dry patch I had. So I was pretty happy that this was gone when it was. I'm fine that this is gone. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. And it was a decent concealer, but it's gone now. So I'm super excited about that. Another empty. This is my Perfume, which I'm so excited about. The mark has actually rubbed off, but I was about like halfway when I put this into my pan. This is the Commodity Book Perfume. This is the 10 milliliter one. I don't love this. This is a unisex fragrance that's supposed to smell like leather and old books. To me, it kind of smells like mold. I don't know why, but it's got like a hint of mold. And I know what you're thinking, you used up a perfume that kind of smelled like mold. Yes, because I weirdly got compliments on this, but no, not a fan. I'm glad that this is gone. And the third and final product that I was able to actually use up this round, this is my Soap & Glory The Righteous Body Butter. I love this. I have another one. I am finally using lotion. Like, it's incredible. To be honest, the concealer and the perfume are not hard. I use those most days. Lotion, I absolutely hate the feel of lotion on my skin, so it's actually taken a lot of effort on my part to use this up, and I had to be very intentional with it, but it's gone now, it's done, I have used it up, I'm so happy about it, and now I have to start working on the millions of other lotions in my collection. So then we have 3 products that are being decluttered and removed from the project. First up is something that I was planning on getting rid of finally, and something that was, you know, past its prime for sure, and that is my little dual-ended Urban Decay eyeliner. I don't know where it went. I used it about a week ago, and then like 2 days later I went to use it and it was gone. So I have absolutely no idea where it went. I think I might have thrown it away. I've apparently been doing that. I think I accidentally threw away my credit card yesterday as well. But yeah, it's gone. So it was going to be decluttered anyway. I really wasn't making progress anymore. It was drying out. I really couldn't sharpen it because it was so short, but it's gone. I can't show you what I ended with because I don't have it anymore. I'm going to be decluttering 2 other products. The first being this Bite Lip Crayon in Tort. I thought I was really gonna like this, but upon further inspection, as you can see, I used a decent bit of this. This is very soft, so it's actually quite easy to get through. It's just super pinky, like super pinky, and it's just not what I reach for on a daily basis. It's kind of one of those looks, it's one of those lipsticks that doesn't look like it's gonna be bold, but then you put it on and it's weirdly bright and bold. I just didn't love it. I don't need this color, I don't love this color, so I'm taking it out of my pan and out of my collection as a whole. The other product I'm going to be taking out of my pan and decluttering, which is extra sad now knowing that Becca is closing, this is Champagne Pop. I did use this every single time I used a highlighter in the past month. This is the highlighter that was on my face, and I even have it on today. It's just not my favorite. I just don't like it. I have a couple other Becca highlighters that I am much more likely to grab and enjoy. I love Moonstone, I love my Vanilla Quartz. This just isn't a tone that I think suits my skin very well, so I am going to be getting rid of this. It's like cult classic, but I don't think it looks that good on my skin, and I was never gonna really use this up, so it can go. Alrighty, so now let's get into some progress. Okay, sheet masks. Technically these are empties. I used 2 of my sheet masks. I used one of the Victoria's Secret Pink Aloe Hydrogel Mask and a Soon Pomegranate Hydrogel Eye Patch, and they were fine. I now have 10 other sheet masks to get through. I just don't like sheet masks. I was so tempted to declutter all of these and just move on, but I decided, you know what? They're one-time use. Just get through them. It's not like it's going to be that hard, and it's not like it's painful. It's just not my favorite way of masking. So 10 more sheet masks. I'm hoping I can get rid of more than 2 in the next month, but I have to remind myself to mask. So 10 more of these. What's really annoying is that I say it's not my preferred way of masking, but I used 2 of those and I've only used this once. This is the Origins Clear Improvements Active Charcoal Mask. I wasn't able to mark it before, and I really don't think it moved. I'm gonna weigh it because I do like weighing my panned products. Before it was 129 grams and now it's 121 grams. So improvement. I used up 8 grams of product. Could have used up more if I had used it more than one time. I like this fine. It does its job. It is probably the oldest mask in my collection, but it isn't drying out at all. I considered swapping this out for my Glam Glow this month, but I decided I would give this a couple more months and then maybe swap in the Glam Glow, because this does deserve some use, and I usually reach for the Glam Glow over this anyway, so I feel I should keep this in at least for a little bit longer. Some more skincare. This is my Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. I have really enjoyed using this, and I've used quite a bit of it. I don't know, I will hopefully have a picture of what it used to look like, but once upon a time I really hadn't used this at all. So this is super exciting because I have been reaching for it. I have been taking the less lazy route of actually double cleansing my face instead of using a microfiber towel just to remove my makeup. I really like this. This has been in my collection for years. It is, I would say, kind of changing. I think I will have used this up long before it officially goes bad, but I do think it's a little bit different than it was when I first opened it. It weighed 68 grams before. It weighs 56 grams now, so I'm pretty proud of that, and I honestly think one more month of good use and this might be gone. You don't need much, but I do find that this just does a great job. I stopped using makeup wipes a few years ago, and then I was a hardcore micellar water user, and then I switched over to the makeup removing microfiber cloths for like environmental reasons. I still found myself having to reach for micellar water on a cotton round just to get my eye makeup off, but this, I really don't need any other step. I do this, I then cleanse my face with a cleanser, and we're good. So this isn't painful to use by any means, and it has actually instilled better habits, much like the lotion has. Some more skincare. This is the Pharmacy Sleep Tight Firming Night Balm. I had stopped using this mostly because I didn't like the way it like sat on my skin, but now that I've used it regularly and it's just a part of my routine, I really don't notice it anymore. I've also realized how little you need of this product. I don't know if you'll be able to see anything, but there's a little bit of progress, I would say. I really like it. It does its job. I don't think I will go out to repurchase it when this is done, but I do really like it currently. So it was 161 grams. It's now 153 grams. I'll take it. Progress is progress. I have a feeling this is gonna last me a really long time. Bit of a hair care break here. This is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Nightcap Overnight Perfector. I use this on nights before I wash my hair because I don't want it to make my hair oily. I could probably use it every night because it does absorb into the hair ridiculously quickly and completely. I know it says it's like what does it say? Pillow safe? Yeah, pillow safe. And I was kind of like, okay, sure, it's gonna make my hair super oily. No, I leave it in for a little bit, I brush my hair, and it's kind of completely gone. So I do like that. I just don't think it does anything, to be honest. I don't notice any kind of difference in my hair when I use this and when I don't use this. So I can't mark it because it's very opaque packaging, but once upon a time it was 30 grams and now it's 24 grams. So I'm happy with that. Nail polish. This is the Deborah Lippmann My Old Flame. I've done my toes 2 or 3 times with this and my nails 1 time. They promptly fell off because I had to wear gloves all day, and I think my base coat just like makes my nail polish completely fall off. It doesn't chip, it just comes off completely. So I don't know what that's about, but yeah, still like this a lot. I don't really think the mark has changed at all. Let's weigh it. It was 59 grams, now it's 57 grams. Hey, that's use. I'm gonna have this forever, like forever. This was the mark at the beginning, and I really, if it has moved, it's ever so slight. I don't even think I'll be able to like remark it because I don't think there's enough of a difference. I think we are now officially at the makeup updates. So this is the Origins Original Skin Primer. I can't mark this, it's metal and not markable, but I can definitely hear a difference in the amount that's in here, and I can tell when I put it on to, when I put the little lever and it makes the little shh noise, it's having a little bit harder of a time picking up product because there's more air in there now. This was 63 grams, it's now 57 grams, and I honestly think 1 more month of good use and this will be gone, which is a good thing because it's quite old. Next up, we have the other concealer in my project. This is the Becca Light Shifter Brightening Concealer. I really don't like this on its own. It doesn't do anything for me at all. I have made the mistake of using this and then doing like a full face of makeup, and my under eyes are so dark and so noticeably different than the rest of my face, and I'm just like, yikes. So I have started using this in conjunction with my jouet underneath my eyes. I'll post a picture, but you can actually see the bottom, like you have to click this up and you can see the bottom of that progress. I noticed that today and I was really excited because this is not my favorite. I also don't like the applicator on this because it gets so gross. I'm not a fan of stuff like this, so I can't wait till this is gone. So once upon a time, this was 27 grams. It's now 26 grams. Oh Lord help me. Okay, so we have my IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation. This is the only foundation I've used. I used a liquid foundation once in the last month, but I really don't even think you can see a difference, which is so frustrating and annoying. But I feel like this is the product that is gonna haunt me forever. It was 64 grams, now it's 63 grams. I hate pressed powders. My 2 powders, we have the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. The mark has not changed. I'm almost positive. You don't need much when you use this, so it's gonna take me a really long time to use this up. I've had it a really long time. I don't dislike using it. So the mark hasn't changed on this and the weight hasn't changed on this. It's 23 grams still, and I have a feeling I'm gonna have this for the rest of my life because you really need the tiniest amount to set your under eye. And there's just so much product left. I'm impressed I've used this much, but I've also had it forever. This is my Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. I think it's changed ever so slightly underneath the line. I was using up my Hourglass powder before I was using up this one, but now I can focus completely on this. I don't think it will take me long. Once upon a time, this weighed 25 grams. Now it weighs 24 grams. I don't think I have more than maybe 2 months left of this. If I had to guess, if I do my makeup more than I have been, I could probably use it up in a month, but we'll see. Even if I just like set my moisturizer, which I sometimes have to do because I'm so oily, I could probably get through this. I have a lot of Becca in this pan, and that's kind of sad, to be honest. But yes, I don't hate this. It's not cooling anymore. It's definitely past that point, but it's a decent, really finely milled powder, so I don't mind using this. The blush that has been in pans since forever, my Benefit Harvana blush. Every month I say I'm going to declutter this, and every month I don't because I love this blush so much and they don't make it anymore, so I feel like I have to hold on to it, though it's so old and it hasn't, I don't think, changed. I still get decent pigment from it. I know I should probably declutter it, but I just love it so much and I don't want to. I really don't even know if I made progress on this. This used to weigh 41 grams. It still weighs 41 grams. I don't know. I'm gonna have to give up on it soon, but I don't want to. I really, really don't want to. My Hourglass palette. So what's really fun about this is I used up Dim Light. This is a completely empty pan. That is so exciting. I actually did that today. I had like a little bit in the corners, so I took a really small brush and used it and like dusted it around my face. Yeah, so it's gone now. We're only left with Incandescent Light and Radiant Light, and I have not touched Radiant Light, I'll be honest. I have said in the past that I wanted to start using it. I don't use bronzer, so maybe when we start getting into warmer months here, I'll reach for it. I need to just play with it and see if I like it, and if I don't like the way it looks, move on. But in the meantime, we're gonna keep focusing on Incandescent Light, and I'm so pale that I can dust this all over my face, and it really doesn't look, glittery or shiny. It really, if anything, it kind of saves my face from looking like cakey and super dry. So I don't really mind the way that looks. I don't get weird looks when I wear it like that, so I don't mind it. Let's weigh it. This was 95 grams. Now it's 94 grams. So yeah, we used up a whole pan. That's exciting. It's kind of weird. I've actually had this for so long, and I should probably start thinking about decluttering it, but in the meantime, it's gonna stay here. The Naked Basics palette. So I've actually used this quite a bit. I use this in conjunction with other palettes because I do like the Naked 2 here as my transition shade. I have quite the dip on that one, and WOS is also getting quite the dip. The other ones, not so much, not gonna lie. And to be honest, if I hit pan on those or use them up, I probably won't keep this palette around because Naked 2 and WOS are my favorite shades in here and the ones I'm going to use the most. Mostly because WOS is so much like my skin tone, so I can use it as like a blending, or I can set my base, things like that. So I do really like it. I haven't hit pan on it quite yet though, and I do like the way it looks on its own. I think you can create a pretty casual, easy look with these, and I appreciate that. It's what I have on today. It's the only one I have on today, and when I'm feeling lazy and don't feel like putting eyeshadow on, but probably should put eyeshadow on, this is a good thing to reach for. This used to weigh 76 grams. It still weighs 76 grams. We'll see. Eyebrows. So this is the IT Cosmetics Brow Power. I've used a decent amount of this, but because of the nature of this liner, you're not going to be able to see it. I'll put a close up. Because of the nature of the fact that it's like one of the thicker pencils, you don't need much at all. I've actually finally felt like I've mastered using this. For the longest time, I was using way too much pressure on my brows, and I hated the way that they looked. Because this is a universal taupe shade, if I am not careful, my brows look insane. I use this days where I'm just doing brows and mascara. I use it when I'm doing a full face. And the issue here is if I am not careful and I do my brows way too intensely and all I have on is mascara, and then I have like my mask on at work, it looks crazy. Like, it looks insane. I'll go into the bathroom and be like, whoa, because it's almost like without the rest of my face to balance it, it's just like my whole face is brows. So I've just recently gotten more comfortable with this and understood how much pressure I need, and it's going better. I like them a little bit more. I like the way it does my brows a little bit more, and it's not so much of a chore to use this up. Lip products. So we have the Bite Lip Pencil in 050. I've sharpened this once. I don't think there's any progress on this at all. I've used it maybe 4 times. It's fine. It is super cool toned, like grayish cool toned, so it can be a little hard to find a lip color that it goes well with and that it doesn't like overpower. But it's creamy, it's nice, I don't hate it yet. We're going well. And the other Bite lipstick that I'm not throwing out of the pan, this is the mini lipstick in Chai. I've used this, it's what I have on today. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but it's also not my least favorite. It looks like there's not a lot of progress, but if you look, there is a little bit, which I'm excited about. I'll have to mark it and take a picture, but yeah. Like the lip pencil, it is super soft and creamy, so it is easy to use a lot of. It's not my favorite thing in the world. I could see myself decluttering this within the next couple months, but right now, I don't hate it. And finally, the things that I am bringing into the project. So I used up a lotion and I'm gonna put a lotion in. This is the Lush Charity Pot Body Lotion. This is 8.4 ounces of product and it's brand new, never been used. I don't love the way this smells, but that's fine. I need to use it. It's probably, yeah, it's expired, but I'm still gonna use it, to be honest. If it's not gonna go like on my, even on my face, I barely pay attention. So it'll be fine. Unless I like break out, then I will get rid of it. But we'll try it out in the meantime, try to use it up. This is a Taka mini fragrance in Florence. That's where I'm at with it. These are really easy. They are travel sprays. It's what I prefer. I have 3 of these Taka mini fragrances. And this is my favorite one, though. To be honest, this smells like something, and it might just be a memory, but it's like, I don't know. It makes me feel some type of way, but I'm gonna use it up. It is a little bit more floral and fresh for the springtime, which I like. I could probably use this up in a month and get the next one in the pan, so looking forward to that. To replace the Urban Decay eyeliner that disappeared, I'm going to put in my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dark Side Waterproof Gel Liner. This I just used to tight line. I could use it to do other things, but I don't. That's how much I have. This is almost new, I'm gonna guess. I haven't used this very much. So that will be the eyeliner that I swap in. It's fine. I've been using it the past couple days since I couldn't find my Urban Decay one, and I don't have complaints. To replace the highlighter, I am going to put in my mini Nars highlighter in Capri, mostly because I don't think I've ever used this. I think I've swatched it a couple times, but I don't think it's ever been used, so I mostly just want to try it out, see if I like it. If I don't like it, I'll declutter it. I got rid of my Champagne Pop highlighter, as you saw, and that was really the only highlighter that I was actively unsure of. This I look at and I'm like, yes. I found another one that I'm just going to get rid of, which you'll see in a video coming up, but I need to try this one out because I actually don't know how I feel about it at all. To replace the other Bite Mini lip pencil, this is the lip pencil in Pastille. This is hopefully a better color. I don't know. I don't know. It looks like it'd be a better color than the other one. What was it? Tort. But I also used Tort years ago and really liked it and didn't use this one. So we'll see. If I don't like it, I'll declutter it in a month. And finally, because I decided not to put my Jouer concealer in the pan just because I was going to use that up anyway, which is true for some of these, I decided that instead of adding another concealer to a pan where I already had a concealer, I'm going to add a bronzer. This is the Benefit Hoola Light Bronzer. I got this when it first came out because I was like, ooh, I'm super pale. I should try that out. So this is a mini. I don't think I've ever used this. So I'm going to swap out my Fenty bronzer for this one and see how I feel about it in a month. Maybe I hate it and I get rid of it, or I'm going to try to use it up. We will see. So that is my first update for my 2021 rolling pan. I'm pretty happy with it. I used up a fragrance, I used up a concealer, and I used up a lotion. I decluttered some products. I don't have too many complaints. There's not too many products that I'm like suffering to get through, which is good. I'm just hoping that March will bring a little bit more exciting progress, but we will see. Thank you so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, all the normal stuff, and I'll see you guys again super soon. Bye.